our goal is to make sure that the State College Police Department isn't being biased in the way that they're handling stops in use of force. That we're in the process of putting that protocol together. We also are community engagement, part of this, and so tonight, for instance, is part of our function is to actually facilitate hearing from the community, and hopefully we can increase trust with the State College Police Department, and actually help enact policies that increase that trust. I think clearly tonight shows we have our work cut out for us.
The community has to feel safe as a whole. And for years, as a black person in America, I've always had an inherent distrust for officers. And so to now be in a space where the actual community, the entire community, which is predominantly white, share the same distrust for the police, I think speaks volumes to what is actually happening here. Right? We're not in Brooklyn, we're not in my hometown, where that distrust is systemic. This is State College, right? And so that distrust, and still watching it be met with resistance, is something I think needs to be explored.
What we're hearing in this room from the community is that the community does not trust, does not feel supported by, and does not believe in the mission of this police force to protect the community, which includes the university and the residents of this community.
People are pretty upset. What I heard tonight is that police protocol is crowd control, and it is and what I also heard is it's pretty shocking that that's all that they do, right? And so I think that's my biggest takeaway tonight is that, as Barrett, the vice chair, said,
this is not something that brings me any joy to tell you, but the police are present at protests to control the crowd, not to protect them.
That is the current police protocol, and it doesn't seem to be sufficient, right? And so what's going to happen with that, though, is I guess, is the open question, right?
The COB is a board that has oversight on the State College Police Department. We work very effectively with them. I know they took copious notes tonight, and I know my captain took as many notes as well. I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to sit down, pull all that together, call all that together, digest it, and sit down and figure out how we move forward with that.
This is turning into a clown show that needs to be investigated at a federal level, I think.
There's some things, hopefully we were able to correct some misconceptions tonight, but I think the biggest thing out of that, if we look at some of those questions, it may be beneficial if we put something out, basically to try to correct some of those things, and to let people know that if they have these concerns that we're going to continue to look to make sure that things are fully investigated, even though it's not ours. We can make sure that things are investigated so people feel safe and comfortable with going to the police.
One of the very pertinent things that we need to remember is that the Community Oversight Board was developed because of officer involved shooting here in State College. And here it is, we have another instance where officers mishandled their responsibilities to the community. And here we want to gather more information about what the community is feeling, what they're thinking, and to minimize whatever my biases may be, but to actually get an account of what individuals who were in the crowd and who was experiencing that went through. So I also was very curious at the response from the police department and the board. And so I needed to understand and see. So when I do come back to this issue as a council member, I have all of the information that I need.
Well, I think what's really important to just emphasize tonight is that our jurisdiction is over the State College Police Department. And so what happened on campus was a multi-department kind of response. And so I think one of the speakers said this really well tonight. There are a lot of confounding factors here, And I think the one thing we have to stay focused on is what role did the State College Police Department play? And then what can we do about that?
Say, I've never seen an event like that shape people's opinions on policing and democracy as a whole than last Monday night.